Salt Lake working effectively out of the vert stack. Jordan Kerr, Kerr is isolated in the 3 spot of the host stack. He gets the throw across midfield, and he's got...
That is nice. That is a nice play from the setup.
That was one of the most efficient out-of-timeout offenses I've seen in my entire experience of the AUDL.
Yeah, and for a first inaugural game from the Salt Lake Shred.
Jorgensen looking for downfield cutters. He doesn't have anybody in the stack. He's looking for handlers to reset. Nice little up line. A rocket down the line for the goal. That's number 2, Luke Jorgensen. We've been saying his name a lot, but ultimately the injury risk there deemed necessary to keep possession for Salt Lake. Kerr now with the disc. High release to the break side. Salt Lake goal.
Thinking he might do that big around flick again.
Michael Tran on the mark. Nice undercut there for Jordan Kerr, and the force has switched. Milardovich lets him off on the forehand, and that's too easy. Lally's gonna shoot. Milardovich was open, but it's floaty. And Jordan Kerr eats that up.
Doing it on both sides of the ball.
Nonchalantly, I would add. Selfridge. And Elliot Warner's on Selfridge. Wow. A little unconventional, but it gets the job done for the Salt Lake Shred. We're all tied at 20. I'd like to see that sequence again. There were a couple of tight throws and half of the field to work with.
Wide open on the other side of the field.
A little bit of a tight lane there. Jordan Kerr with the disc again, with the hammer. Nice throw, and who else? Joe Merrill.
Joe Merrill just lighting up the stat sheet. Another goal for Merrill.
That's his eighth goal,
yeah.
Wow.
Putting on a show, yeah. He and Kerr are both leading
the under 20 national team members. And that's a big huck put up. And that's going to fall nicely for Will Selfridge in the end zone.
Mark Munoz finds himself with the disc. That's something we'll probably be saying a lot today. And another hand block.
That's Jordan Kerr. And again, Selfridge picks it up. He says, you know what, Jordan? How about you have bookends? It's a big throw and no problem. Jordan Kerr bringing it in.
Jordan Kerr, another guy at 6'4" and rangy, and a very, very, very crafty player. You do not want to fall asleep when he's marking you. And you do not want to fall asleep when he's for now, we'll focus on the Shred's offense with Max Dillon finding himself in the center of it all.
Luke Jorgensen over to Jordan Kerr.
Seattle again coming
Jordan
down
Kerr
in a poaching
launching
defense.
it. There's a wide open Will Selfridge downfield. I mean, there's not a player within 20 yards. He says, I will gladly collect that. Emphatic celebration.
Yeah, per the point earlier, on these zone defenses, if you let somebody get a step on you while your back's turned to him and the handler sees it,
good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, if you're at home watching, you're on a couch, go ahead, stand up, look one way, and time yourself. See how fast you can turn around. And then think again about that 4.6.
There's a cousin of the Jorgensens.
Oh.
Funnily enough. And Jacob Miller immediately finds a breakside huck to Jordan Kerr.
Shane Worthington trying to close the gap, can't get there quite in time. Jordan pulls it in. To the
Jordan
ecstatic
Kerr.
response of the crowd.
Again, if you sleep for a second, Jordan Kerr says, okay, let's make it a track meet.
Yeah, that's exact. And I'd love to see Jacob Miller do those throws. You know?
Yeah, one of the things that has really changed in his play style is he was a defensive player last year in the AUDL. He played for the Spiders, was a very high impact player on defense, but again is one of those finds himself with the disc. Sean Canole distributing.
Over to Jordan Kerr. He's now looking for a reset, finds it in Luke Jorgensen. Jorgensen back to Kerr.
A really great active mark from Dominic Jacobs there. It's not often you see people shut down Jordan Kerr's first, second, and third look.
Ooh, and Sean Canole, they're calling it in.
And it's never that you see him shut down. Adam Simon, Dennis Cassio, Matt Rader, superstar level talent, and
Manny Eckert.
Manny Eckert as well. Again, superstar level players that aren't here, and I think will make a huge difference when we see them in Seattle. And again, a big huck.
Throw Jordan Kerr.
Who else?
Gonna bring it down easy.
But Jordan Kerr. And I believe, by the way, this was off of yet another hand block from Jordan Kerr.
Areas, the past couple, or they had their opening weekend last weekend. Jordan Kerr looking to get another assist, and he does.
And again, that's not an easy throw. And there's space there,
backward with the pivot.
But to find it with the touch to get there, and it's still around the defender. Kudos to Jordan Kerr. Dennis Cassio, Matt Rader, superstar level talent, and
Manny Eckert.
Manny Eckert as well. Again, superstar level players that aren't here, and I think will make a huge difference when we see them in Seattle. And again, a big huck.
Throw Jordan Kerr.
Who else?
Gonna bring it down easy.
But Jordan Kerr. And I believe, by the way, this was off of yet another hand block from Jordan Kerr. 3 on the night. This one coming from a double team, so we'll maybe count it as a half. But fantastic defensive play and bookends here to Jordan Kerr, jogging his way into the end zone.
I mean, Jordan Kerr has been so celebrated.
Trying to beat the mark. And now Jorgensen will have it. And he will pass it up on the near side. Looking down the field, and a diving play is made for the first goal of the game for Salt Lake Shred on a nice pass.
Yeah, and there was Kerr.
So now Jorgensen with a chance to reset here. And another deep shot down the field. Looking up, and that one's going to have enough separation. A one-handed grab there for Joe Merrill. And another goal for the Shred.
And you can see how when the disc touches, trying to contain, trying to just steer the direction of the disc a bit. Pretty flat mark.
Throw down and completed for the goal. Luke Jorgensen on the completion.
So far, so good. Gets the disc here, though. And there's the shot to the back cone.
Moving quickly and completed for a goal. Salt Lake with a quick answer offensively, just marching down the field. And it is now 18-17 as Salt Lake comes. And they're moving just about 10 yards away from the end zone.
Kerr, so dangerous.
Kerr slips one through the defender, and Luke Jorgensen is right there to bring it in.
You know, and you're starting to see.
One thing I will say is Salt Lake's O-line is particularly
a play
good
from Joe Merrill.
Getting it back. Joe Merrill right there, and now running deep. He's got 2 defenders on him, and Jordan Kerr's taking a shot. Not going to be quite in the end zone.
Will float. Joe Merrill will track it down. Great diving effort there to maintain possession. Joe Merrill, after getting the disc back, now wants an assist, or maybe he wants the bookends. Let's see.
Jordan Kerr looking. Instead, he finds Wells.
Jensen Wells. Max DeLynn to Wells there.
Well, they've gotten it out. Jordan Kerr looking comfortable midfield. It's poking it between 2 defenders for another assist for him.
Yeah, Jordan Kerr, you know, finds Jensen Wells, find Jordan Kerr and go up line. We'll get it right back. Joe Merrill's in the end zone, but he'll choose to swing it instead. Good call.
Jordan Kerr finding it in a very comfortable position, center field. Over to Jensen, and there's going to be another one for Jordan Kerr, pulling it down, bringing us another goal for Salt Lake Shred, 12-6.
Jordan Kerr finds himself on a little jog just for cardio and says, oh. After that, if the offensive players have played you right, they can really put you in a bad place. That's what happened there. So kudos, big huck here from
Joe Merrill. Deep for Jordan Kerr. He's just going to box out his defender with a 2-handed grab to pick up yet another goal for him tonight.
Jordan Kerr, stringy guy. Magzig, I imagine I'm going to be saying his name quite a few times tonight as we return to this zone offense attack.
Oh, it just barely sails over. Number 33.
Big shot out to Joe Merrill.
In the end zone.
He's going to pick it up.
Jordan Kerr to Joe Merrill. Now, where have I heard that before?
It's the inverse this time. Last time we went the other way.
Absolutely, but this is the dangers of playing a zone. If they get a throw over the top of your zone, with the disc, and Jordan Kerr's going deep, look out.
Jordan Kerr, and he's going to pull it up.
A short throw from Luke Jorgensen, but finds Jordan Kerr right in stride. Great adjustment from Kerr there.
And Kerr is going to find Jacob Miller for another score.
Another.
How many assists is that now for Jordan? Is that 7? On its fingertips in wrong places, types of drops so far. Jordan Kerr going to take a shot for the end zone.
And that
Joe
one,
Merrill's going to pick it up. They're
we'll
calling
find
it
Joe
in.
Merrill in the end zone. Kerr already once got fooled.
Looks like that's going to go inbounds.
Another thing I'm eager to see how San Diego handles is an elevation change. It's a big throw from Sean Knoll
Huge throw up
to Jordan
Kerr.
Kerr. And that's floating, and
What
Jordan
a
Kerr
throw.
going to pull it down.
A statement made early on that we can throw. This is our house.
The WIA school bus. That several people were raising arms about, questioning, and so maybe the refs are trying to send a message that, hey, we do have the game under control. Jordan Kerr picking something up and doing a very quick turnaround for score.
Gets the
throwing
kill
the
shot.
assist. I believe it's Luke Jorgensen picking up another goal.
Some big momentum shift. If the Shreds score, it might start getting into the realm
Jordan
of
Kerr looking
possibilities.
deep. He's got his receiver, and that's going to be too easy. Alec Benton picking up a goal this evening.
I like how he caught it and just immediately threw it back behind him. Such the
He
mark
had
of a
his
handler.
Value every opportunity when they have a break chance because they know that they won't be getting very many of them.
Kerr steps around, strikes to Merrill in the end zone. Knoll now. Ooh. Shot goes up. That's tough. Merrill with another one. 2 goals already. Ooh. Kerr with a nice swim move around. Woo! Step through lefty. Lefties are so hard to guard. Goodness.
Cascades continuing to stick with their plan of trying to really force the Shred under.
Kerr to Merrill. Feel like we said that before.
The whole field now it has been covered in shadow as the sun is setting in Seattle.
Jordan Kerr goes horizontal straight into a hammer. Ah! Wow. Kerr to Merrill again, another one. Gosh, it must be good. They keep cooking it.
One game on Sunday with Madison hosting Minnesota. An intriguing matchup in the Central, but a lot of intriguing results around the league Friday night, earlier in the day on Saturday. Including the Austin Soul coming from behind after trailing by 4 to defeat the Atlanta Hustle 18-17 in a game that's absolutely massive in the South Division playoff race. Jordan Kerr in the end zone, rocks his baby to sleep. The guys were happy, and he's like, well, you guys didn't play well tonight at all. You shouldn't be happy. They're like, Coach, we won. That ever catch 22. Jacob Miller to Jordan Kerr. Those two guys are in sync, and the lead swells to double digits for the Shred.
Still sort of this double team look here. Pien is sort of playing in space a little bit. Zoo on the mark. Pien calls him off. Oh, there's a scoober. Where we go. A lot of people coming out. Oh, a big blade. Wow. Kerr with the catch and the around to space. Wow, what a throw. Incredible throw from Kerr to number 40.
Sean Knoll starting once again right in the center of the field, giving Jordan
Miller.
Kerr an isolation play, and we will immediately shoot to Kerr from Miller.
And Kerr's gonna, that's it. That's another footstep play where you just jump up and grab it. Kerr goes down on his knees for the catch. That's a pose that now Shred's offensive line will attempt to get another score before the end of the first half. Jordan Kerr picking it up in a dangerous position on the field. And he just sails it right over to Jacob Miller with a throw I did not see coming. I thought he was going to attempt to Devin Terry there, but it sailed over him and his defender to find Jacob Miller on the opposite side of the field. That is a cheeky throw. I mean, watch this pass. Watch this pass. You did not expect.
Yeah, wide open is Miller. Looks like a little bit of a sag play here from the Growlers. That is 3 kind of flat defenders, all stopping handlers.
Jordan Kerr with a big throw to Miller. It's going to bobble in the wind, but Merrill will find it. Joe Merrill coming down with a goal with a wobbly Frisbee, and he's going to collect it.
And this is one of those situations where Kerr's going to get the assist just the same, but Merrill, kudos to him on this.
Miller back to Canoe.
Kerr
Jordan
waving.
Saying, listen, I'm right over here. No one's on me. And now he's going to take a shot to Dunabile. Dunabile will pick it up for a score. And that is as close as you get to a Babe Ruth point the bat at the fences moment, where Jordan Kerr is actually waving to the handler to say, I'm open, and if you give it to me, it takes 1 throw for a score. 10-6 now for Salt Lake. Under 3 minutes to go.
And I think
he's going to have to find an answer. Jorgensen's going to let one rip to Jordan Kerr, but Jordan Kerr is covered, and he's going to have a little bit of a trip. But
and
he's still going to
it.
come down with it. Unbelievable after a bobble, but he's not looking good. He is not looking good. He landed poorly on his arm.
And that is something, if you were a Salt Lake Shred fan, that'll send chills down your spine.
Kerr will find Wells, who will get up to keep it alive. Back to Kerr. Kerr is going to find a blady, cheeky throw to Luke Jorgensen for another score. Welcome back to the field, Jordan Kerr.
And he's taking the selfie.
The selfie celebration.
I think they really need him to kind of get in the lane and take over. And here he comes.
Jensen Wells to Jordan Kerr. Jordan Kerr with the flick to the end zone, and it's Luke Jorgensen. Salt Lake doing a better job shifting the sides of the field as Jordan Kerr goes deep. Jensen Wells in the end zone. Runs it down.
Man, anything Matty Jackson does, Jordan Kerr can do a little bit better, apparently.
Make it to the divisional championships. As Canoe looking for Jordan Kerr, the wind helping him out, and it's a Kerr goal. That's what they need, quick goals from the Shred.
Yeah, just beautiful. Kerr cutting under, sort of looked like almost a broken play, and then just realizes that he can also release deep.